Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your morning cup of news, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Brian Hagler with you here on your Daily Local. Today is a Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. Got myself a fresh cup of Dragon's Roast that I picked up right here in the White Cane Coffee Cafe, which is open in the plaza across from Tops. Stop in, get yourself a fresh cup. Get it one of these special laser engraved tumblers. Get it filled with your purchase when you bring it back. Get 50% off your refill as part of the White Cane Coffee Mug Club. And while you're here, you can pick up a cinnamon roll or a Danish, maybe a breakfast burrito. Stop in around lunchtime. Soup and Sandwich is now available at the White Cane Coffee Cafe as well. If you can't make it down here to the cafe, well, that's not a problem. White Cane's also available on DoorDash. Just place your order, have your favorites delivered right to your door. You can also order your favorite roast to brew at home online at whitecanecoffee.com. And now let's take a look at today's news. Updating a story we brought you yesterday, Corey-based Pennsylvania State Police have identified the victim in Monday's homicide in Sparta Township. Police said the victim is 23-year-old Rebecca A. Byler. Multiple reports indicate Byler, an Amish woman, was pregnant at the time of her death, though Your Daily Local could not independently verify those reports. Troopers were notified of a deceased female residence on Fish Flats Road just before 12:30 p.m. on Monday, according to a release from PSP Corey. Troopers responded to the scene and are actively investigating the death as a criminal homicide. Quote, PA State Police are aggressively investigating all available leads, police said in the release. The public is being asked to report any suspicious persons, vehicles, or activity in the area of Fish Flats Road to the Corey Barracks at 814-663-2043. An autopsy on the victim was scheduled for yesterday afternoon. White Cane Coffee CEO and founder Aaron Willman is headed to Washington, D.C. to testify before the U.S. Senate Special Committee on Aging on Thursday. The hearing is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. Willman is one of 4 witnesses scheduled to appear during the All Means All, Empowering People with Disabilities to Thrive in Careers and the Workplace full committee hearing. The hearing aims to gather information regarding legislation aimed at repealing Section 14C of the Fair Labor Standards Act. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, quote, Section 14C of the FLSA authorizes employers, after receiving a certificate from the Wage and Hour Division, to pay subminimum wages, wages less than the federal minimum wage, to workers who have disabilities for the work being performed. The Senate Special Committee on Aging includes both Pennsylvania Senators Bob Casey and John Fetterman, along with fellow Democrats Kirsten Gillibrand, Richard Blumenthal, Elizabeth Warren, Mark Kelly, and Raphael Warnock. Republicans on the committee include Ranking Member Mike Braun, Tim Scott, Marco Rubio, Rick Scott, J.D. Vance, and Pete Ricketts. A watch party will be held at the White Cane Coffee Cafe on Thursday. That's 28 Market Street, right next to Anytime Fitness in the Tops Plaza. Quote, this is civics in action, White Cane Coffee's Bob Willman said. Stay tuned for more on this special Senate hearing. Your Daily Local will also share a link to the hearing, which can be found in our story at yourdailylocal.com.
With respect to Amy J. Stewart, waived any requirement in policy 6510 that she must be deceased for at least 3 years, with the understanding that all other requirements of policy 6510 shall apply, and hereby approve the naming of the central office boardroom in honor of Amy J. Stewart in recognition of her outstanding contributions to the Warren County School District.
Here you go.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Yeah. And
We got through amazing times in history that we will never be able to. We never want to face those again. We did so with class and with professionalism and did our very best. And now we sit here at a transitional time. I couldn't be more excited to be handing off the baton to Gary. We've been working towards this so that we were ready. We've sat here before many times, as some of our former board members could say, just not having the right fit for the school district. This is a unique beast that we operate here, and I say that all the time, but this is a very unique situation. So we are ready, and I think we've done the very best work we can here. So good luck to you, Mr. Weber, and thank you very much. This is a great honor.
More on the school board's recognition of Stewart will be available on yourdailylocal.com later today. You can also go back and check out this past week's Coffee and a Conversation, where Amy Stewart sat down with us to talk about her career, 30-plus year career within the district, as she's set to retire on Friday. It is going to be an interesting weather day. We'll be back with your full forecast right after this.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
And welcome back to your Morning Cup of News, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Brian Hagberg with you on your Daily Local. And now let's take a look at our daily forecast from the National Weather Service. Rain showers are in the forecast today with a chance of thunderstorms before noon. The temperature will fluctuate, reaching a high of 58 degrees by 10 a.m. before falling to 33 degrees for the remainder of the day. South winds will be at 14 to 22 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 41 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation today is 100%. It'll be mostly cloudy overnight with a chance of snow showers as the temperature drops to 22 degrees. West winds will be at 18 to 24 miles an hour with gusts as high as 50. The chance of precipitation overnight is 50% with snow accumulation of 1 to 2 inches possible. Was a busy day on the hardwood last night for Warren County teams. We'll be back with a look at your Morning Cup of Sports right after this quick word.
Have you ever wanted to play an instrument? The Warren Music Conservatory is the area's only choice for premier music education, with the area's top music instructors giving you fun and exciting music lessons for a variety of instruments and styles. The Music Conservatory also rents and repairs instruments of all types. And don't forget to stop in and check out our student bookstore for your musical supplies like strings, sticks, picks, and more. What are you waiting for? Stop dreaming. Start doing today.
And now with your Morning Cup of Sports, here's Andy Close.
Good Wednesday morning, February the 28th. It's time for your Morning Cup of Sports, fueled by White Cane Coffee. It's on to the District 10 Class 4A Boys Championship for the Warren Dragons. The third-seeded Dragons knocking off number 2 seed Grove City 59-46 at General McLean High School. On Tuesday, Brady Burdine scored 28 points, including a key three-pointer with 3 minutes to play. That spearheaded a 13-2 run to close the game for the Dragons after Grove City had drawn as close as 2 points, 46-44. A couple of them were my fault. They got some and ones. I should have stepped up to help, Burdine said during the Cole Orthodontic Associates post-game player interview. We haven't been great in those games all year long, and coming away with that one after knowing we were able to control the situation at that time, and we finally got one. It feels amazing to play for the District 10 Championship, Burdine said. We've got to do the same thing we did here. Get a good press going, play defense well, not get dumb fouls, just everything we know we can do. We've got to bring it all. The Dragons brought it all to start their semifinal game, racing out to a 9-2 lead and a 20-8 advantage after the first quarter. We are really fast when we play, Warren's Connor Hoffman said. It gives Brady and Braylon up the floor. They're really good at making tough shots and tough layups. Grove City cut the deficit midway through the third quarter, courtesy of an 8-2 run, but Warren responded again after Grove City had cut the lead to 2 early in the fourth. Nathan Greer scoring 17 points and Gavin Lutz 9 for Grove City. Burdine scored 10 of his 28 in the fourth quarter, while Braylon Barnes had 11 points and Tommy Nyquist 6. Warren will face Hickory, a 48-43 winner over Sharon, for the District 10 Class 4A title on Friday at a site and time to be determined. Elsewhere, in the earlier game from General McLean, Eisenhower fell in its semifinal contest in Class 2A to Iroquois 54-41. An 11-0 run over the third and fourth quarters put Iroquois in front for good. The game was back and forth up until that point, but Iroquois Kellen Burrows made sure that the Braves would have the lead to stay again in that run that started in the third quarter and ended in the fourth quarter. Burrows led all scorers with 18 points. For Iroquois, Austin Hansen had 15, Gavin Lindemuth 11, and Kyler Black 10 for Eisenhower. Iroquois will face Cambridge Springs for the District 10 title on Friday, while Eisenhower will square off with Mercer for a berth in the state tournament. District 10 takes 3 teams from Class 2A. Again, that game will also be Friday at a site and time to be determined. Elsewhere, Youngsville saw its season come to a close. The number 4 seed Eagles fell to number 1 Farrell in the Class 1A semifinals, 73-25. Dante Bell, 27 points, Danny Odom 16, and Juju Phillips 12 for Farrell. Rylan Benton had 9 points, and Nathan Lux 8 for Youngsville. Turning our attention to Wednesday's action, the Warren girls, the number 2 seed in Class 4A, will take on the number 3 seed Harbor Creek in the District 10 Class 4A semifinal. That game slated for 6 p.m. at Mercyhurst University. That is your morning cup of sports, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for that look into sports, Andy. And don't forget to head to yourdailylocal.com throughout the day for all the news you need when you need it. You can also like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Just search Your Daily Local on your favorite social media channel. Hit that like, subscribe, or follow button. You can subscribe to our weekly email newsletter online at yourdailylocal.com. Just enter your name and email address, hit submit, and get our newsletter delivered right to your inbox. Don't forget to tune in every weekday morning at 8:30 a.m. for your morning cup of news, fueled by White Cane Coffee. And every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. as White Cane Coffee presents Coffee and a Conversation, where we sit down with someone from the community to talk about the people, places, events, and happenings throughout the region that matter most to you. Always a great conversation you won't want to miss every Saturday. And of course, if you know someone we should be talking to, let us know. News at yourdailylocal.com. Tell us who it is, why we should reach out to them. We'll make every effort to have that conversation with them. That'll do it for your Wednesday. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. And remember, if you change one life, you change the world. Cheers.
You know what would make that better? A cup of White Cane Coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White Cane Coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
It's not just about music lessons. It's about hard work, perseverance, dedication, self-expression, making memories. Let's make memories